Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are going live on Victory. Um, so in the last playthrough we were doing, we were playing California. Um, and basically, I think there was another fucking update. So I'm just gonna look at the patch notes real quick. Let me see that because I think that I could pull it up for you guys if when I get it on my screen. But I'm pretty sure there was an update because it had queue something up this morning. When I went to pull up the game. Yeah, one. Oh, okay. So this is from November 28th, but then like says hotfix 1.8.3, and then today, I don't know when this was. It was after 28th, but of November. Says regular update. Hotfix 1.8.3 is now live. I'll pull up the patch notes and then link them in the description of the live. But let's see, copy this. Link to this. I really feel like reading off to you. We gotta share it and copy the link. I'll put it in clipboard and then paste it in the chat. Pin it. Pin that, and then I'll also put it in the description for the people who view the VOD. Pin that in the chat. Patch notes. Put a little description thing of that. Okay, just put that in there. I was just pasting the essentially the sorry about that. I have the hiccups. I pasted the patch notes in the chat. I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm gonna restart the game real quick and be right back. Exit out and tap back in. Let me Alt Q or not fucking Alt Q. Let's fucking stupid thing is running in the background. Give me a second. I gotta install something that's like running in the background. Give me a minute. Whatever, it's fine. It's not causing that much lag. Delete. Close that. Alright, give me a minute. Let's see. Close that. Close that. Yeah, some random system's running in the background. I'm trying to close. Stupid software installed. Um, there we go. Okay, cool. Should run a bit faster now, or open a bit faster. I was just doing something real quick too. Also, sorry about the sick sound. It's kind of gross, but like I'm trying to keep producing the content for you guys when I'm sick. Kind of bummer, but yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Close that, and open the game back up. All right, cool. I just had a process that was running in the background on my computer from when I was trying a new program for something. Um, so basically, like I had like something that I was working on, uh, and it was like running in the background, kind of making it lag a bit, and I had to close that out and then uninstall it. It's just not working as well as I assumed it would. Well, actually, it doesn't work for my computer. It doesn't work like in the sense of my neighbors are jackhammering because a fucking house burned down across the block. Um. Anyway, I was gonna say, um, the computer thing I was working on kind of lagged out. But yeah, about the game. Let's get this to work. So once it loads up, I'll pull up the chat on the one monitor and have the game on this monitor over here. You know, on that side. But I think as I was saying, so I basically I thought it was live before, but I wasn't yet. So there's an update. I mentioned that, but what my plan was, because I think that our save game had gotten corrupted. Um, Basically, I tried to run a stream, tried to launch a game yesterday, and basically it took a while. So I didn't know it was an update though, but I know it eventually launched. Like for example, right now. But basically it files corrupted. So as much as that's a bummer, it's like gives us a fresh start. So yeah, let's see. So once this loads up, we're gonna swap swap the monitor this is on. So give me a moment real quick to check that all the audio and settings are right. So I think I have um I think I have my speakers still on. Let's see. All right. Just checking that my audio settings are right. Yeah, they are. Cool. All right. Let me pull up the live feed. Let's see. Okay, cool. So once this is all set up and the game is loaded in, we'll be able to have the live for the chat and essentially the game pulled up on the monitor. Sorry about that, guys. I'll turn on my fan. Give me a second. odds are I will probably just edit this out um, when it comes to posting the video. Like this wait time on the loading in. But yeah, um, for anyone watching the VOD, uh, if I don't edit it out, okay. No, no, Leo, lie down. My dog's in my room. Hey, come here. Out. Captain. It's too freaking out outside. It's starting to bark. Give me a minute. Go feed the cat. Okay, cool. We're back. Close my door so my dogs don't bust in again. I'm wondering what this update really was. Because there's a couple of systems I'm not basically entirely familiar. For example, familiar with, that is. For example, the famine map mode and also the cultures or whatever map mode. I'll show you, or no, it's society. And I don't think it's technically a map mode. It's like a panel, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. I swear, my neighborhood is like the most fucking Squidward neighborhood in the world. It's like fucking Karens all over the place. Let's see if this is still. Okay, so it says show invalid, so it's probably invalid. I did. Oh, it's checked, so. Was I not playing that on here? Maybe I didn't save it. Let me. No, I did save it. That's weird. Because it. I don't know why that's not showing up. That's so strange. Huh. Anyway. See if there's an autosave. I guess it's Iron Man, so it's obviously an autosave. Maybe it's because this is autosaved over it, but I wasn't playing this campaign, so that's what I don't understand. Unless. Either way, it doesn't matter. Um, yeah, it must have saved over it. See these two cloud ones? That's a bummer. Oh, well. Give me a minute. I'm typing this out. Either way, it would have been corrupted by the file. So we'd have to start a new game either way. Overwrite, that's fine. Basically, our plan: import tools, import fish, import grain, and then only build until we have the population for more. Our first three buildings are going to be iron mine and then sulfur mine and then fertilizer. Then next we'll probably build the farms, so we don't have to have that import route. Okay, cool. So what we do just to get this campaign going, um, on start date early first. Okay, actually, first off is I want to change what monitor this is on. So give me a minute. Okay, cool. Let's see. Why the fuck? I don't care about that. I do, but not for this campaign. So what did we want to do? We wanted to go diplomacy, wars, capitulate, just because it's not the country we're playing as. And then we want to go release subject and continue what we were doing last series. Um, yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. And I'm gonna have to make sure if I play another game on my uh device that's not this one, um, that I don't end up overwriting it. So yeah, first things first, we want to get an import route for three things, and I guess well, three things early on. Once we can support the farm and the fishery with our population, because we can't right now. Basically, obviously, I mean, right now it's actually nothing, but that's not actually true. So we want tools, cheaper in Britain, and well, later we'll want coal and engines from Britain, or at least just coal and then well, probably coal and engines to produce input or output. And what's cheapest for food sources? We want grain and we want fish, right? Which one's more profitable? Grain, that's fine. And fish. Okay, we're gonna do this. And okay, so now we build up the iron mine. Or the sulfur mine. Sulfur mine is more profitable. We'll do that one first, and then iron, and then fertilizer. Because really, we don't need super educated workers as a like resource economy early on. We only need that like once we start building like higher level buildings with higher level it's called production methods. Oh, this is kind of cool. Building registry. This is a new thing. It's located in blah blah blah. Located abroad. It's cool. Urban. We're gonna try and really focus on once we build up all the slots in our territories, investing abroad. And I won't really stress about building up the farms too much. In the previous campaigns I've done, I've like tried to save that, but since we're gonna be solely focused on basically like building those up to be productive this campaign, um, that's not gonna be the plan. We're gonna work on building this up to be really productive, um, and then cash reserves. Now let's see what this goes to once we have. Actually, hold on. What do we have for our government? That's fine. And what do we do? I think right now, what do we want to do? Probably enact landed voting because that has no opposition, and it's also gonna like give us some semblance of democracy. Not that I really like. Okay, okay, I do care, but like at the same time, like it's a game, and there are benefits to um having higher, like for example here, 200, 100, 100, 100, and it gets lower, I think, and then maybe it gets higher as you go further down. No, but you get legitimacy, so I never. Huh, political strength of arist. So mainly it's the political strength of who that increases for this. And our goal right now is going to be increase the amount of capitalists and aristocrats. We don't really need officers or clergymen right now too much. I mean, clergymen will be useful if we build a campus or a university or whatever it's called. Um, but just until we enact a different law. And then the second goal is going to be one of these two. I don't want to piss off the clergy too bad, but at the same time, we have a large minority of native people. So I noticed this from the last campaign. But yeah, our first research, intensive agriculture, because we want to unlock fertilizer plants, and then we're going to start exporting that. Not that, or not that, or that, not that, whatever. Anyway, okay, cool. Let's unpause this. So we have 63,900. And let's see what this goes up to once we. I don't know. We might play this campaign kind of differently than I normally play. I normally play in like give everyone rights kind of thing. Um, I don't know. I like that way because it makes it easier to invest. But like only under certain circumstances. Because when you have high standard of living, your people tend to have more money. That more of that goes into an investment pool, and then that increases your economy in turn. Um, but yeah. Okay, what do we need to? What do we? Do we not import the? Here we are. So we still have some. Maybe we could improve our people's quality of living. Okay, first off, we're gonna want engines and coal later on, but for now, British, British, British. Did I already do coal? I think I did. No, it didn't. And don't really care if we get like too tied to the British because right now they're doing good at the game or in the like score things. Later on, it's gonna be the U.S. though that we want to side with, and we're gonna try and make get both of these Britain and the U.S. To help us get territorial gains in the Mexican territories. We want all of these and potentially one of these, but I don't think we can do that if we side with the U.S. So we'll have to calculate things out later on as it goes. But yeah. Let me pause. I think it was on pause, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, and as we can see, because of those imports, our standard of living is definitely increasing, and that's good. What can we do for companies later on? This isn't for right now, but Could do this. This is needed in every country, so I know I'm pointing with my finger. This or can't do that. Won't really be that beneficial. Um, no, is there one for vineyards? I think there is. Forestry will want probably. Um, forestry maybe, and orchards. No, is there not one specifically for wineries? Probably not. If that's the logo for that. Oh well. We're definitely gonna do the agriculture company, and oh, who knows? Okay. I'm gonna leave the tariffs off just so it's not as expensive. I don't know if that's like true. But we could also tax those goods, but that costs a lot of authority, so we'll leave that off for now. We might just start the tariffs from the beginning and see what that does. Imports. Okay, there we go. It's probably an easier way of doing this, and I know there is, but this is how I'm doing it right now. Awesome. I could have just done it over in the goods tab here, but yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Because if you go, I just for people who don't know and just get in the game or whatever on Christmas. If you go in here, not here, um, filters. Is it on this? No, it's on trade routes. And then if you just open this tab by goods, blah blah blah, and then go basically forget this, forget this. You go want to open this, and actually don't. It's just as long if it's on none, you can't do it as easy. But if you filter by goods and then go down here, you'll be fine. Um, yeah, yeah. Tariffs are really mainly good early game, but they're still good. I think they made them better though. I don't know. Maybe that was part of the update. I don't know. I didn't read the patch notes. I'll do that later. But anyone who wants to can. I put them in pin chat, opinion chat. And I also put them in the description. Let's see. Yeah, our friend doing that. Charity hospitals. That's fine. We need to choose a country to improve with. I think for that we're gonna. What should we do? Russia and Britain or U.S. and Britain? Uh, we're gonna work with Britain and U.S. Sorry, not Britain and U.S. Russia and Britain first, then Mexico and the U.S. And once we, yeah, once we improve with these guys enough, we're gonna try and get investment rights. I wish there was a way of seeing like how close different nations are um to accepting. That'd be useful, realistically, because I don't want to just grant them investment rights. It's like I could do that with these companies or these nations eventually, but I'd rather have investment rights or at least have mutual. It's like I don't know, because I don't want some random Britain or something to just like pop on investment rights and get it from me, then build like 50,000 vineyards or like all cotton plantations, which are not profitable late game. Or like I don't know. I like to have a certain I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind with these because these are like but I don't want all my GDP to be owned by a different country. It's not good long term. I mean, as you can see, like even now in our country, like you know, boom, 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 boom. Mostly them, but yeah, I don't really know too much about like that related to that, but I know enough to know that like a lot of European companies around this time, they migrated to the U.S. It's like the old European nobility, a little bit after now, basically like late game time, like early 1900s. They came down here and or like all around and basically set up their quote unquote nobility in the company forms or in the form of companies. Um, but yeah, let's make sure my mic's being picked up. Yeah, it is. But yeah, Portugal has some there. France has there. What the fuck? The Maldives is an independent country. Oh, I'm taking that later on if I can. Where can I? Guess I could declare in Oceania. I'm probably better off than this region. So I could get coal from up here later on. Um, Especially if the U.S. doesn't improve with Russia. I did actually my last playthrough. Was able to maybe this is South Texas. I was able to like so what happened in that campaign? I basically took this in two separate wars, like up to here, and colonized that. And then I did one more war. Actually, no, I took this and this part of Texas, one that like runs right there from Mexico in my independence war. And then later on, I took Colorado. But basically, in that same war, taking Colorado because it turned out that Mexico was a subject of the Russians, and I was siding with Britain. And Britain actually pieced out, but somehow like I was able to beat them. I don't know because I had like a 10 stack army, maybe it's 15. I don't remember if I built how many I built in Colorado, but um, no, it was a 10 because. But I guess they had such shit supply in this whole region that um, they lost and they didn't have organization. So I took this from Russia capitulated actually, and I took this from them. But yeah, kind of crazy what you can do if you I don't know. Anyway, let's see. What do we need in our? It's only one buy, one sell, no sells, no buys. Um, this, yeah. We're gonna work on building our. Now that this is done, we're gonna build our iron mine. We're gonna also set up an export route for um, sulfur to Britain, and because we're right now those aren't making that many profit on this, and we're not using it, so why have it? And that'll at least make this profitable. So that's good. But once we need to build the fertilizer plant, we're gonna take away the export route from Britain, and we're gonna send off the fertilizer and the iron to the. Sorry, we're gonna use the iron and the sulfur to make fertilizer, and then export that to Britain because that'll have a higher value. Because I can show you in the last campaign at least. It was like this. Go over here. Most nations need a lot of fertilizer at the beginning. I don't know where I can see. Um, right here. But yeah, fertilizer. Where is it? Bounce. It always starts up pretty high with an imbalance, so it's worth a lot. We could either import it to Mexico or Britain or America, or once we build a port, Russia or one of the other allies or powers that we have allied with. Um, I did notice that I do think that the tariffs are worth more now, although we have currently. I want to see something what our trade policy is. So we have protectionism, we have mercantilism, and you have isolationism. Disables trade routes. 10%, 30%, 10%, 30%. I don't know why. I saw a video saying that tariffs are bad. Now, maybe that's the case in the old version of the game, but I don't really see it as being so. Or maybe it's that they suck late game. Could be. Likely is. Because I know that I always have a hard time keeping this up when I have mercantilism or isolation. Or sorry, fuck that. Um, protectionism. But like to me, free trade sucks balls early game. I'm gonna be honest. Um, it does, especially as a small nation. I only ever play I like playing the long game in the sense of like I don't know, just like not having it be like too easy, too quick, and the game isn't fun anymore. It's more fun to go from a smaller nation, you know, over this campaign, where you can like make it improve over time and like see it grow as and like I don't know. What the fuck? Oh, it's in Nicaragua market. I'm on that map. What the hell? Oh, it's a state in Nicaragua. Costa Rica. I guess I haven't broke free yet. I might end up I don't know because it's like oh, we do have diplomatic ties with some of these Pacific nations. So what I was gonna say is I might end up declaring an interest here. But I think what we'll do is we'll focus on expanding our trade network into the Pacific and our diplomatic relations especially. Um, because if we can like produce, I don't know, we could produce because I have a benefit to hardwood here, and what we could do is invest in one of these, and um, later on, where the fuck is it? Buildings. I guess we can't like see it, but maybe we can't see it until we can invest in it. But I would build a gunsmith and a shipyard there, or not a gunsmith, whatever the fuck it's called. Um, gun manufacturers, arm manufacturers, who cares? But yeah, or we could build a cannery. Some of that, some of that. But yeah, that's at a later date. Let's see, what's this prime mining accident? Yeah, typical event. Nice, nice, cool. Now we want to run with getting. So what's this? No, we don't want to do that yet. odds are we won't be able to get this because of I promised healthcare or religious whatever charity hospitals for um this interest group. So I want their approval to be high. It's not they don't have much clout right now, and this would improve increase, so I don't necessarily need to. Um, I could just like forget them, but it's not that bad. For our citizens, pollution effects is reduced, as is mortality and food security, or food security is increased, but whatever. That doesn't really matter. Um, let's see. I want to think about something for a second. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is just pop these guys in power, and I don't like. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's hard to say because right now I don't have that much of a chance of passing that, but I like to keep it at like this one for the early game so the birth rate stays high. But then they can still have like workforce, or not workforce, but like um, property. So they're not like you know, but yeah, I don't really care about that. I also don't really care about being like all correct about that, but it's like whatever. I hate when people get political about games, especially games that are inherently like political in nature. So obviously it's part of the game. We're gonna do this one for now because I hate tenant farming. I hate the idea of it. Um, Man, if they reenacted this, I would so be the one to like claim some fucking land. Like odds are, you know, they're not going to, but I have heard rumors. Anyway, um, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah. Anyway, um, fuck off with all these notifications. Let's see. Once this iron mine is built, we're gonna start an export route to Britain. Then we're gonna, while we wait for that to, um, sorry, well, not while we wait for this to finish or anything to do with the export route, but while we wait for, I guess, kind of wait for this to research as well as this. Oh, I guess we can't build it until it researches. So I didn't think about that. Huh. I always wondered where the sulfur is supposed to be in California. I guess I always assumed like either like there's a fucking volcano or something. I know there's some volcanoes up here and up here, but I don't know. Confuses me to be honest. I'll look something up. What the fuck? There's actually sulfur deposits here. That's weird. Huh. This is a sulfur deposits in California include the Sulfur Bank mine, which is one of the most notable mercury mines in the state, located near the Clear Lake Oaks, blah blah blah, Clear Lake in Lake County. It became one of the most noted mercury producers in the world. Additionally, sulfur production in the U.S. comes from byproducts of oil, blah blah blah, refineries, natural gas. That was weird. Anyway, put back chat up. put chat back on that. Okay, cool. Do we want relations with Texas once we improve with Britain all the way? I don't know if we do. Actually, we wouldn't even be able to improve with them. What we may want to do is improve with Mexico, so we can invest in the neighboring territories. These three, or I guess these two, this one, and this one possibly. I don't know if we'll do that though. We'll see. Probably wait to improve our territory because what we do want though, investment rights with anyone we can get. Possibly Hawaii we'll be able to get, but just smaller than us, less economy than us. I assume maybe not right now, but ours is pretty weak. But that's fine. Ah, fuck, that's nasty. Let's see. Is Iron Man built yet? It's almost built. So once that's built, we'll build the fertilizer plant. We may just kind of wait it out while it gets up some funds for the mines. Because this is gonna have like negative balance probably once it's built. So we'll want to start a export route on iron for Britain. So we'll probably export that, and from there we'll likely try and work on improving relations while we're waiting for this to research. So we want to. What we're doing right now is we're researching this, so we can get that unlocked. Because I was so last campaign before the update, before the restart, basically, I was using this and this in combination. But it's like this doesn't produce enough to feed this basically, so that's for the farms and the ranches. Basically, they kind of like have a symbiotic relationship early game, but late game it doesn't fucking work out at all. And the reason for that is that like you can't produce enough fertilizer um, at your farms or at the ranches for your farms. So what I'm thinking of doing this game, let me see this. Where is it? Build this. Use the iron and sulfur we're producing in where is it? Fucking these two. Actually, hold on. Cancel one of these trade routes. We don't want that to be low. Okay, so we're not using the iron or the coal or the engines or the coal yet, so we're gonna cancel that. We will be using on the mines later on. We don't need it yet, so I'll just cancel those. Um, Once we have high enough population, what we'll do is we'll build a wheat farm and a fishery. Fishery, yeah. So what's that called? Fishing wharves. But until then, we're probably gonna be shut the fuck up. That's too loud. Um, did we get our law passed? No, we didn't. We're gonna do a combination government of these guys, honestly. Or no, wait. Yeah, that'll still pass with these guys in power, I assume, right? I mean, these guys won't be happy and they'll have less power, but that's fine by me. I don't necessarily have anything opposed to them because they're not like slavers in this nation, but and the only reason I have anything opposed, well, there's many reasons, but like one of the big ones for the game's sake is if you're playing as the U.S. and you have slavery or any nation actually, it doesn't like it lowers the GDP and the standard of living uh overall for your nation. So just on a game level, like a game functions level, it doesn't work as well. I heard that from the developers when the game was releasing, but yeah, it's like Also, it's just like a moral thing where it's like, why the fuck would you want that, even if it's just a game? Um, it's fine. Okay. Anyway, but let's see. Once we get this improved with Britain and Russia all the way, we're probably gonna work on these two powers since they're kind of like the minor powers of the region. These are the major powers of the region. U.S. isn't technically a minor power; they're like on the border of it. Neither is Mexico, but where the fuck is this thing? Um, what the heck is this? That is crazy as hell. They now have like a. This is a way new feature. Wait, what the markets ledger? What is this? What? Oh, you have to refresh it, I guess. No, I don't know. Um, hold on. I wonder if I can. So is this sorted a different way? I need to look at the patch notes later on. But so, for example, I wonder if I go off the mark. Actually, I wonder if that's glitching it out. You can still edit it or like change the feature it shows. So yeah, it is different. So that's cool. Um, what is that's really interesting. I didn't know that was a thing in the new update, but that's cool. I want to hold on. I want to see. I'll load up. I want to see the U.S.'s score currently. So they're a major power. Later on, who is in our region that we could like take land from and get away with it? Probably Hawaii, maybe Bali. Bali doesn't start as Portuguese or Dutch, right? So I mean, we could also take from Bhutan. When I say I'm talking about treaty ports, and like these two are available for treaty ports probably, right? Or are they already Spain? I don't know. I mean, I think this one has steel and iron. No, just iron and coal or iron and build a tooling workshop here though. Um, what here? Sulfur. We can build another fertilizer. Kind of optimize their with the actual little land. Well, yeah. I mean, either way, fertilizer is in demand. Because later on you use it to build explosives, so build that here. Pollute their land, not mine. Yeah, that kind of is fucked up, but whatever. Who cares? Pollute the foreign lands. And so I'm thinking we're gonna try and take these three provinces. Sorry, not provinces, but like I guess provinces, yeah. So we'll take these three as like bases. A treaty port, or I guess those two, right? Yeah, two. Or this is our goals at least, right? So two provinces right here and here, right? A treaty port here, and treaty port here and here. And then maybe later on take this if we can like do that, but I don't think we'll manage with that. And if possible, we could colonize this, but that's unlikely. The one good thing about it is if you can colonize this is it can produce like massive steel, and actually massive steel tools if you wanted to. Um, so like there's a lot of iron and coal as well as logging camps. You can even just do a shipyard here. So steel tools, and shipyards for this, but that's like an option. But not anytime soon. That is so. Let's see. And again, guys, sorry about being sick on like the recording. It's just like the way it is, you know. Because hold on, we need to export the iron, so it's not like grinding up our economy, our businesses. Okay, and let's see. Peasants, go hunt me some pheasants. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna build our fertilizer factory now. Although, is this full? Are these both fully employed? That one is. This one definitely isn't. So maybe we'll wait a bit to have a higher population. Um, why the fuck is it so loud with the gardeners? Jeez. I'm just thinking like what we want to do later on in the game. Um, I honestly don't mind having agrarianism, just with the way we're playing our campaign right now, because it gives such an investment pool to the farmers and the clergy. And early game, those are really the main. Why the fuck does it look so fucking grimy and gray? It's gross. Badass drought. Either way. Um, do we have famine here? We might. It's looking like the consumption is kind of like way higher than the supply for our food. But the thing is, like, I don't know, like, I'd rather, like, make the food cheaper. Well, the price isn't that high, but civilians' income is, like, pretty low. So, the thing is, let's see, put that in outliner. Um, yeah. So we actually still have a lot of peasants. I don't know if we want to do anything about that. Like, we could build something, like, to increase their whatever. But we'll probably wait until these are fully filled with employment. And the good thing now is our income should be increasing, right? So like we could go over to realistically until we produce everything we need, we're probably not going to swap our trade model because it's more beneficial unless we have um sorry, wrong thing. Um unless we have most of what we need produced in our territory to have mercantilism than it is to have any of these other ones. Let me enact tariffs on the two things that we're exporting: this sulfur and the iron. Give me a second. So these are gonna have goods, iron, sulfur, exports. exports neutral. That's not neutral technically. But yeah. Let's see what it goes up to now. Obviously, this is going to cost our businesses more money. I'm aware of that, but the thing is, it also like will increase what we can spend on like construction sectors and stuff. But it actually doesn't make it that bad for them. That's the thing. Like it increases the price of it here. But we're producing enough now that it's like it's not even a problem soon. Especially once we get everyone employed. And once we have everyone employed, we're probably gonna build the fertilizer factory, and especially since it's not even researched yet, we're not gonna build it yet. I don't want to cost spend the cost on building it. But I don't think it's that much expensive if, or it's not even expensive at all if you don't have a construction sector, so that's fine. Um, is there anything we can cancel? I think we are gonna. It will lower our standard of living, but let's see. I don't know if we're gonna cancel this. I'll probably what I'll do. Um, I'm just gonna build a government administration. Those are very expensive early game when you don't have a lot of income. So I don't know if that's a good idea, but let's see how much will it cost us, and how much will it make us in taxes? That's what I want to know. So let's see, bureaucrats is. I wish you could see their like wages is the thing. Clerks 4,000, bureaucrats 750, clergyman 250. Let me get that pinned on there. Make. Let me see if there's any bureaucrats in our country already. Profession. No, there's not. There are a lot of clerks though, but I don't know. We're not going to build that yet. We're going to save the manpower for fertilizer factory. Otherwise, we're not going to be doing too well economically. Oh, you know what I can do though? We have two routes for each of the goods, and so it's fine. I don't really know what I just clicked. I'm going to cancel one of each of these on the export routes. So cancel the one to Mexico. That's not making any profit. And for the sulfur one, I don't think that's making any. Yeah, it's not. So it's fine. We'll cancel that, and we'll probably be more profitable on the one we do have. Also, we're gonna have positive bureaucracy again, which is a good thing. So yeah, that's good. Um, swap. Okay, cool. But yeah, right now our goal is get enough pop trained up on like. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I really think it would be wise to build a university so we can get these shit peasants out of like peasantry. But I don't even think we need to because we have enough laborers that we could. Yeah, we might not need to do that. I don't know. The one thing that is beneficial though, right here, is having the pop growth so high. I'm wondering how we can get that higher, like without importing like basically immigrants. And I don't say that in like any like judgmental way, but well, the problem is we do already have like an issue. That's the main reason why I don't want to import them because not until we have where is it? Fucking laws. This on that or this one and fuck, I didn't mean to click on that. This on that. Oh, actually, it's not even on that bad of one. This is the one where it's like a problem, but actually right now, once we enact homesteading, we'll probably enact no, I think once we enact one of these two, we'll probably be fine on the cultural issue when it comes to society and the non-acceptance of these. I think it's just religious stuff, right? Because if we look at this, I looked at this in another campaign. All these people are animists. Yeah, I mean, there's almost no like other non-animists that don't have um acceptance. But the thing is, there's Mexicans, I think, who are animists, or maybe not. But it's like other minorities, but it's all just the religious stuff that's causing the problems with like the cultural non-acceptance in the game. I hate that I have to preface that it's in the game, but people would get mad if I was like talking about like this type of stuff. All the forbidden topics in Victoria 3. That's funny. I love the forbidden topics. I don't know, kind of cringe lord, but whatever. Um, oh, that's why they updated the game in the hotfix. These tabs weren't working before. I don't think you can click on these, can you? Um, I'm gonna go let my dogs out in a bit. I'm gonna go AFK in a second and let my dogs out. Um, but yeah. Okay. We're gonna play for a bit more. Probably go AFK at 10:30. But yeah, just it'd just be for like 5 minutes probably, and then I'll be back. But yeah, we're gonna work towards this goal of getting our um once we enact this law. I don't even know what I just clicked. I probably should have looked at that. Um, Also, why is this outliner so unrecognizable, even though it's exactly the same? Did that fail or did that pass? I don't even know. Fuck it, pass. It failed. Oh, fuck. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's fine also. We are gonna enact that this. Um, I'm just reading what this says, so like, mouse over it for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Um, so it says +5 wages for state religion pops, -5 for non-state religion pops. Um, the other stuff is about the same. This one has high. Oh, okay. Well, this one they're all treated equally. But we'll have less like assimilation. I think. I assume that's how it works. But let me see something. Um, It's really just about the wages they get, isn't it? And like some of the acceptance stuff. So we'll just do this for now. It has the same like pass rate. I wasn't really paying attention to the game for a second when we were enacting homesteading. We'll do that later on, but we might end up doing commercialized agriculture for the land laws, land use law, wherever it is. It's called land reform. It's such a weird way of putting it. Why the fuck did that open the colonization thing? I don't even need colonization, honestly. I could have it, but I wouldn't want frontier. Um, we don't even have any frontier provinces, so I do like the idea of the worker-owned agriculture. Because that'd probably make our like because in the agriculture buildings, the majority of the workers are like like low tier pops. So if they own the what's called dividends, or where I know what dividends are, but I mean like in the game there is or build one of these to like pause it while it's um it's called owner dividends on one of these tabs where you can see like where the ownership is. I think it has to be built, but I don't really want to do that yet, so we're gonna wait. Um, let's see how many people need jobs. We could probably go with building like two more items, two more buildings. It depends on let me close this stupid thing. Um, how many of them are trained? Because I don't want like peasants, basically, not to be like arrogance McGee, but looks like we have enough. But we don't have this research yet, so we're gonna. I think we're gonna export. Yeah, we're gonna cancel our all of our luxury items. Not luxury, not really a luxury at all, but um, cancel that and this not making a profit. So until we can build our um, other buildings and have them fully constructed, we're gonna export these to Mexico, just for the purpose of making these buildings over here more profitable. So you know it says silver versus like it's 200. Before this was a copper icon, and this is a gold icon. Now, like the costs are going down for them to like it's more profitable for the business, so they'll hire more people and shopkeepers and laborers. So I'm wondering if while we wait, since we kind of have like some, well, it's mostly clerks and shopkeepers. Where's the qualifications thing? We have to keep unemployment down if we want our birth rate to be high. By the way, also that's the reason why the U.S. sucks right now. Um, no offense to people in the U.S. because I live here, but I don't like the country. But it's just how it is. But yeah. Let's see. That's fine. Um, surrounded by Philistines. That's fine. I don't really know what to say about that. Enact that with the higher success chance rate. It looks like we're gonna be able to pass this law, so that's good. Um, Once it's passed, so I don't want anything popping up. Actually, let me just pause the game. Because last time I went AFK while I left it unpaused, we got a lot of negative events and we went bankrupt. So we're not doing that again. But I will be right back. Give me about 5 minutes, probably maximum, while I let my dogs out. And yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, everyone, I'm back. That'll probably just be edited out of the VOD, but that's fine. Um, okay, cool. What the heck owns this? No, right? Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, this used to be owned by the British in the old version of the game, or the old, like, update. Let's see. We might wind up declaring war on these guys at some point to take a treaty port in Hilo. But that's further down the line once we have better economy that can support an army and possibly, well, not even just support the army, but supply the army. So that's needed also. What do these radicals want? Let's see, it's evangelicals. What does that do? Is it because they're gonna not have? Sorry, I think that's because they're not gonna have as high wages. But right now, the clergy population in our nation is not even that high. It's just that it's such a high political power that they have. Um, clout. Actually, they don't have that high anymore. Actually, the lowest. It used to be the highest. One of the highest. Not even on here. That's weird. Um, yeah. Okay, then that doesn't matter. We're gonna try and maybe join the British market to get some of the Irish and Scottish immigrants. Um, we also could do Russia. Oh, okay. But they would would accept, but we don't want that necessarily. I don't think we don't want to owe them an obligation. We don't really care about that. Like, we can join it and not have it matter. And actually, we will be able to cancel almost all of our trade routes now that we're in their market because we'll have access to their goods. Yet we also will have, well, actually, maybe we'll maintain our market. I'm going to request from the British not to be into their market. I don't know if we can do that, but I'm assuming we start out with it not in there, right? No, because it hasn't answered yet. We'll unpause that and see what they say. Let's see. Power block, now market. Let's see what that says. Close this. We're still in our own market. Cool. And if they try and ask us to join their market, we're going to decline. Because I want market control over our own country. You could join, and it would be probably better for our people's standard of living for now, but for our economic situation long term, it would suck. So, I think it makes trade routes less expensive, though. I think. I don't know. Cool. Now we might be more likely to get the migrants if we're in their market, so that might be worth it. But I think it does also increase the amount we're likely of getting if we're like just connected to them somehow. So even if we don't want to do their market yet, because I think that kind of meta is gone. But I don't know. We could offer them. I don't know. It's like it gives them a lot of power over us, so it's hard to say if we want to do that. Parabolic actions. All blocks. Numbers is what I want to see. I don't think we're gonna do that yet, or at all, honestly. I don't know. Maybe we will. We'll see. Really, our goal is to specialize in producing the most food for the um, globe as possible. I didn't really specify that in the title or anything, but like that's the goal. Once I saw the famine thing was like a feature in the game, I wanted to like figure out how to like game that system to produce like the most food and like agriculture in general. But the thing is, Britain being the biggest market and power block, I think they're the biggest power block. Um, yeah, they are. Next one is Precious, but not even close economically. Um, I don't know why the U.S. doesn't have a power block. I think we're gonna join the British market, and sorry. Once we do, give me a second. So this is just a decision between losing authority and legitimacy or lower public. No, we're gonna lose legitimacy. It's fine. Because that'll come back later on. It's like the modifier expires. Because if we let these radicals get too high, um, wonder if we can I don't know. Once we get this to fully researched, we're gonna build this. But I don't want to build anything until then. Maybe we could build a grain farm though. We probably have the workers for that. You know, we might not actually. I don't know what the if they require laborers or if they require farmers, but let's see. Farmers, but mostly laborers. And I think this is the same thing, right? What is this? Yeah, same thing. I think we're gonna wait just to make sure we have enough manpower to man the factories or the factory that we're gonna build, singular for now. Also, we don't want our infrastructure to go too low. So next thing we're gonna research is gonna try and get all the way down to railroads, so railways. I don't know why it calls it that. It's like the same difference. So that's gonna get us lathe researched. Then next on the tree will be atmospheric engine. And the good thing about that is that'll improve our minds. And then oops. And then this, which could boost paper production if we did that. We might not do that though, but that's fine. That'll still boost tool production if um we don't need that yet, so although saying that, I think we could use the. Do we have what do we have now? Jeez, why the fuck was that so loud? Damn. Yeah. we wanna we wanna spread this out a bit, I think. So this one, because it's not profitable. Oops, uh, we're gonna cancel that one. Why the fuck is it doing that? That's weird. That's great. Okay, cool. Now in that case, once we have this built, we're gonna cancel the export routes for iron and steel or whatever. Um, not iron and steel, but iron and sulfur. They both start with an S. Close enough. Let's see. Building registry. Let's see. Is this a way we can build? We building this? No, but it's way easier to modify things on this now. And see data that was previously hard to see, so that's very good. Okay, we're gonna build us a fertilizer plant. I don't know why it's like immensely loud. Shoo doo 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 doo. Shut the bed. Ed Sheeran. I like that there's a population map now. If we could get the mortality down, that would be good because that would keep the birth rate high in general. Like, it's not necessarily the problem that we don't have a high birth rate in our country. The problem, I think, is that we have like a lot of people dying in workplace accidents in the mines. So next goal is once we get this enacted, um, schools and healthcare, and probably police also, because that's like, what is this causing penalties? Let's see. The problem is all these have such low possibility of passing right now that we're not going to be able to do that. So let's see. We also do this increase bureaucracy, um, or decrease on. But I think if we want to change this, because right now our population isn't that high, so it's not like a bad effect of this. Actually, oh, it's this one that sucks. This one's not horrible. This one sucks crap. It's a population cost. Um, and this one just cost per. Oh, actually, that one's pretty good because the minus cost per institution. I think that's a plus. Um, let's see. No, this because we are getting a lot of radicals, so it'd be good to have some kind of police force. It's not like gonna. The one thing we have to think about is it's not gonna like remove all the radicals that exist currently, but it will. Shit. Um, it will do the effect of any fucking notifications. Um, okay. Took the legitimacy. I wish I could counter offer this. We're not gonna accept this. I know it'll piss them off, but I don't really care. Maybe it'll make them like change their opinion on um, investment rights. Jeez, our GDP is dog shit right now. It has these weird fluctuations, and I think that's because of the tariffs, probably. Or maybe that's like, no, it's not because of the tariffs. What that is, that's from when I canceled and reopened these trade routes. Because what our main GDP right now is from mining, right? So when these are not profitable, we have a major problem. And because of that, we're gonna have to start up a new trade route, sell the sulfur, sell the fucking iron. Jeez, crazy. What the fuck? Import something's. So what do we need for import goods? Consider import demand. Liquor, meat, tools. What's the highest? Tools and liquor. Two buy orders. I think that's like a medicine use. Yeah. No. Well, they use it in the first aid when you unlock that in the research. Um, we may after we unlock railways, I think we're gonna work our way down to fieldworks, and then, well, they made it way harder to get to the medical stuff. Wow, they definitely expanded the military tree and moved stuff around. Yeah, I don't think military Joe was in there before. Also, some of this was like not in here at all. They expanded this. It's cool. That too long to take. Um, I don't. I always neglect the naval tree. I need to stop doing that. So we're gonna. I really want to focus on unlocking convoy rating for like specifically the subs. Because like we're not going to be effective as like a major navy, but what we can do is like be effective in raiding trade if we get at war and bankrupting the nation that way. Um, we're not going to do that yet, though. Actually, we aren't that far off of it. One, two, one. Te- Fuck. I need to clear out the queue. Whoops. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fuck. I need to clear out the queue. Whoops. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fuck. 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 No, we want to just do that. Uh, Move this around. Add that back on there. And then we probably want to do a society tech realistically. This tech tree is like completely reworked. Damn. Get the authority backed out. And from there, what do we do? I think we want the taxation capacity and maybe central banking. I'm just kind of queuing stuff up while we wait for the thing to complete. Get this. So this flood effect will be good for harvesting conditions, or better. Um, and it also reduces pollution, so that causes the pollution will cause problems with healthcare or health, whatever, mortality. Um, but we also will want this later on, so we'll do three in each about, right? So like three, three. No, for now we're gonna focus on this. I don't even think it's possible to research every tech in the game, but if we do are able to do that, that'd be kind of cool. But like there's not enough time in the game to research every tech, so you kind of got to prioritize what you need. Okay, cool. We're getting up there in ability to pass this. No, this is getting close to done. Once we complete that, we'll probably build our railways. We're getting close to researching that. We have like this one half completed. This one's getting close, or this one and this one. We basically just have these two to do, and then we're on to that one. And this one's half completed. So, also the good thing about this is that we can start. Um, you know what we may do? We may just keep these export routes open for now until we need to have the bureaucracy back up here. Um, bureaucracy. Um, because it'll keep the weekly balance high while our factory for fertilizer is kicking into high gear and building up. So this is producing 10, 14 about, just rounding down to 10. And this is producing 10. So if we keep them at an even number of like production, I mean, obviously we can't change to this one yet, but also that needs engineers and machinists, and we don't have that yet. This needs engineers, laborers, machinists, shopkeepers. We have enough laborers and shopkeepers, I think. We don't have machinists, so we'll have to think about building university as our next bet, and that'll improve all of our things to come. So that's good. Basically, when I said all our things to come, I meant like our worker qualifications. And right now, um, you see, I think the main reason we have like such a low standard of living, I wish there was a way of seeing why it is, but easily, but I don't think there is. So we'll go into census data. Is what we want. Yeah, where's that? It's down here. Census data. Go on Actually, we don't have. A lot of our subsistence farmers are. Actually, I think the reason we have so many low standard of living people is because we have a lot of people unemployed. Our subsistence farms employed. Um, we may just early on like really restrict the labor pool. And try and get good like worker conditions to keep this up. I don't really have like a huge opposition to doing that if we're gonna try and get population sapped from Britain and Ireland and all that, and also like all their colonies over here, and Canada might migrate, but we don't know yet. But we're currently in their market, kind of, but not fully. We have our own market still, but it's like we might be better off in their market later on. Um, It'll reduce the amount of bureaucracy we spend on trade routes. So right now it's 40, two trade routes. Huh. Maybe just from the Mexico ones. Maybe we don't have to spend it on Britain now. So if that's the case, we will do import engines from Britain, coal from Britain. See if it changes things. See if this changes. It went down. Okay, it did go down. Okay, we don't need that yet. It's all. Good. We want to cancel something, probably, right? Cancel one of these once. And this one. Sorry, not that one. Where is it? Here. This one will cancel. Actually, Mexico one is more profitable. So we'll kind of like alternate back and forth between who we're exporting to, just whoever's more profitable. Um, let's see. Might go downstairs and do some boxing later. I don't want to like sit on the desk all day. I kind of hate sitting on the desk all day. I don't mind it, but like it gets draining. I love the game. I love gaming in general, but I need to get some exercise in order for myself to feel good about things. And yet our GDP goes down again when I cancel the trade route. Huh. We really need to balance things out with like what we're importing and exporting. I think we can manage without the food trade routes and all this other non-profitable stuff. We'll import like finished industrial goods and coal, and export the product of our industry. Great thing about this is with that, I mean, I don't know if this is going to go down again. Oh shit, we have famine. Well, okay, after this is finished, we're going to import only one grain for now, from whatever is the cheapest country nearby. We could do fish. Fish is more expensive. Cheapest. Why is everything so expensive? We're gonna set that out on Britain, and we're still positive there, so that's good. Now this is about complete. Actually, I think we got one more thing researched. Did we? No, this is still working on that. But I think we got something else. I just didn't see what that notification was. This is about to be passed, so that's good. Might need some coffee, honestly. I just have water right now, but that's fine. We'll complete if we enact. Oh, yeah, and I think we're gonna. It's time for free trade. That's the problem with this. The problem with not having free trade right now is that it's like our bureaucracy thing. Um, yeah, the tariffs were good, but they're less than they were at the beginning, and they're causing problems with this. So next on this list is free trade to enact, and it has nothing. Shit. The fuck is this guy? Radical. Endorse public schools. I might be able to get that passed. Oh, you know what? Please tell me I muted. Okay, good. I did. I thought I forgot to unmute after I got back. That's good. Okay, cool. Let's see. Another eruption. Great. We're gonna join the British market whenever we can. Okay. I don't know what that did. That's probably gonna have negative effects, but that's fine. Um, I wonder if there's a way we can like get them to take over our market. I don't know. We'll see if we can manage with I don't really want that though. Like, I'm glad we started with professional army. Normally, you start with national militia, but the good thing about that is starting with that is long run. We probably won't have to change it that often. Maybe once when we I don't know. I wish I had higher approval for trade changing the trade. But the good thing is because of that agitator guy, we might have a chance of passing this time. Also, I was not paying attention to it when we were trying to pass it before, so I'm just gonna click that one. What if that just fucked things up? No, it didn't. Okay, cool. It did. Okay, cool. It's better now. More likely to pass. Improve with the nations bordering me for now. Well, actually, you know what? I said I was gonna improve with Mexico and the U.S. first, so we'll do that and try to keep them off our back later on. We're just trying to get high with relations with everyone as we can. Um, we may want to improve with them as a priority though, so we can get our treaty port, or maybe well, okay. I don't know if we want to get a treaty port, if we want to focus on. Uh, we might do focus on the treaty port. Yeah, I think we're gonna focus on the treaty port. Fuck, whatever. There we go. Cool. That's better. Better balance the loyalists to radicals. The other one was sucked. League of Presidential States. Oh. I wonder if we should leave and join that. We can't yet, but we might later. Oh, actually, we can't leave. At least one of these conditions to be able to leave. I don't know. Okay, is this uncolonized land? Or is it like it's weird? We're not gonna reform. We'll reform later at the next election, but for now I want this to pass. So we don't want any like negative things on it. Let's see, is this yeah, the factory finished? Cool. Let's see what we need to do. Improve productivity. We could cancel one of the each of these. Actually, we'll cancel one of the sulfur and iron routes on each thing. Keep the ones with Britain probably, or whatever one's profitable. I guess honestly, less profitable. And that seems to be with Britain for both of them. So in that case, we'll keep that. But um, now we'll let this fire up before we. Actually, it's already built up, so um, we'll export one of those to Britain, right? And then keep the other fertilizer on our market so we can reduce this famine effect. Now, once we have some farmers, actually, I want to see. So they still have savings. This is probably cost effective for them to. Well, let's see. Is this profitable? Oh yeah, this is definitely profitable. Okay, cool. So that'll eventually increase the demand of these to enough that we can build another mine. But for now, we're wanting to build the farms because we have a famine going on currently. So we'll build one grain farm for now. Just not to push things too far too fast because our population can't support that much of a industry. Um, really, the key to success is building your population up, but also the standard of living because population standard of living per capita, not regular GDP, but per capita. So that's what we want. And once we built up 10 of these, we'll most likely stop for a while and build up the vineyards and the cloth. 5 and 5. Now, I'm trying to decide. I think we're going to skip out on the livestock ranches. We may do 75, or sorry, I'm just thinking, like, we might honestly just, like, focus solely on grain, and we could do the 100 of each of these and skip out on the meat. Just focus on fishing for our food supply of meat. It's a more affordable source anyway. We could have an import route for that if we wanted to. We don't need to do that. We could though, but right now I don't think we have much of a demand for it. Yeah, nothing really. We may wind up canceling the grain production route because I think it's possible that the reason um our subsistence farms are so low in productivity. I mean, obviously they're subsistence farms, so they're going to be low either way. But the reason it might be is because this is well, we're not going to cancel that until we have the grain produced here. But um, we're going to do that. I don't know. It's like such a low standard of living right now that we have to, kind of have to do that. Also, one thing we could do. Well, this is gonna help things for a bit. So, but we could start working on like improving situation for our people, like when it comes to like, hold on, let's see this. If we get 2% of laborers even being, yeah, we're gonna do that. I'd rather have the loyalists than the pass rate on that. We'll work on pass rate in the next round of like events for this. But we don't have any like negative pass, so that's fine. Number 10 producer worldwide. What the fuck? We have such a small. It's crazy. Small population for that. Once we I think we're gonna prioritize the agricultural tree once we have railways and stuff unlocked. The taxation capacity is very needed, but as is this. 'Cause this well, once actually we may work on this. Also, I wanted to add that back to the queue. Hold on. Especially once this completes. Once this completes, we're gonna add um, the pollution health effects thing, or like the pollution effects is basically effect on health, or like mortality. Yeah, pollution really negatively affects mortality, so we're gonna enact that or like add that to the queue. Um, do you have anything spreading to our territory? We have Napoleonic warfare. After that, we're gonna add this to the queue. Let's see. We may want to prioritize building a foods industry, if that's going to be our main priority. We also already have iron in the market, um, and if we build a cannery, that will really help things a lot. What the? Why is this not productive? Is it because it's producing too much? It's because it's not being used yet. Um, for trade routes, we're gonna export. Sorry, not export. Oh, not imports. 15. Why on earth is it? I'm not. I mean, why on earth am I not able to? We're gonna cancel that and cancel this and try and keep the cost down for our fertilizer plants because right now they're not making much profit. And now it's way better. So see, these two aren't don't need to be super profitable. They need to be profitable enough that they can produce, but they don't need to be like maxed out yet because right now they're not like you know. Um, the good thing about decreasing this or like increasing so okay, this increases the cost, right? But what we have to think about is it's going to decrease the amount of people needed to produce the same amount of goods. Same thing as like what goes on Amazon and all the warehouses today. Like they have basically robots do stuff, but today back then it was like coal and machines and all that. But and soon we'll be able to build railroads, so that'll be good. We may want to prioritize building our own tooling workshops because right now the cost of iron is very low, and same thing with the sulfur. So if we build or we could do paper. Well, we don't need that yet, so we'll leave this. I don't know. Yeah, we did have something built. Okay, so we're gonna do tooling workshops next, and then food industries, but tooling workshops for now. So we do kind of have some semblance of an actual economy now. We didn't have anything really before, and we didn't have most of our buildings as profitable. We're starting to reduce our reliance upon trade and starting to be able to produce our own goods. I think we may wind up only importing the goods that we can't produce in our own territory. So like we'll report not report import basically the base metals, the base materials of what we can't import like otherwise. So for example, lead, um, oil we have later on, but we don't have it yet. We don't need it yet. And we can turn the lead into glass with the wood, and the coal we can turn into steel, and the steel we can turn into where is it here, and also later on all these. So yeah, I think that's gonna be what we do. But for now, we're gonna maybe we'll build a steel mill. Um, I don't know. Like, 'cause the thing is, like, we're about to unlock steel tools, and we may just want to improve what we have already. Shit, it's about to stall. See, right now the owners are super powerful. That's the thing we don't need to like have be like the case, but it is. It's not a problem because it makes our current like power, like political whatever. Like, it's working for now, but it's not like we don't have a lot of legitimacy in our government. So it's also probably part of why. I'm just trying to think if we want to do that yet with the reform. We might wait until. I'm thinking we'll probably do since we're talking about food for production. We'll probably skip out on the cotton and do 100, 100, 100 because this produces cotton also, and we really only want this for the cloth fabric, whatever it's called. So yeah. Now what I'm thinking, we produce more than enough grain. I'm getting ahead of myself, by the way, so I just need to keep that in mind on our population and our employed versus unemployed and all that. Is there a way to? I wish there was. Why can't I mouse over this and have it show me which one of them are unemployed? Like which category these there are. That's mildly annoying. That's good though, because we now have like more like higher paid jobs. So clerks and engineers and all that. So that'll you know industrialists and all that. It'll improve that. Um, I think we are gonna build the not industrial. What the fuck was I saying? Industrialists. We're gonna build the university soon, and let's see. We're gonna build. Maybe we'll keep building the economy up before we do that. Um, yeah, we're gonna build our tooling workshops, and we're gonna also Oh shit, it's happening. So it happens when I build too much too fast. Well, the good thing is now we probably have because we have so many jobs open. We probably have high migration attraction, right? So if we join the British market, we will most likely get migrants. Yeah, available employment +3. I mean, if we can keep building that up and join the British market, then actually that's a great idea. I think we're gonna join the British market and rather than just like We're not going to do that. I don't want to give them investment rights. I just wish there was a way of like handing over control of my market, like not necessarily long term, because I don't know. It's like fuck that. No, I'm leaving. We're canceling all trade routes with Britain. I don't care what it does to our economy. We're not being some fucking slave nation. I don't know. I mean, it's probably fine for now. I just want to get their migration, but we'll probably get that on our own. Just want to be able to fucking leave this stupid power block. Um, I'm gonna work on improving with these guys, and also probably trying to get. Well, maybe we'll just declare war on them. Honestly, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Just one ship, one troop, but oh, actually, this is gonna cost us a lot of money. We're not gonna do that. Not yet. I don't have the economy for that. We'll still create the army and stuff, though. We actually will need the British trade routes for now. So I think we're probably gonna have to stick with them, even if it's kind of pain in the ass to have to pay them. Right now, that we don't have to pay them though, so that's fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. But if they ever impose like fees on us or whatever the fuck it's called, vassal fees, we're not dealing with that. We're gonna get Russia and the U.S. to support our independence. Also, we're probably gonna take these two. Also, we could take these three, maybe. Take at least these two. Also with that too. But the good thing is that's all in the same like region. So it wouldn't be a problem to do that. We could probably offer Russia or the Russian American company, or I guess Russia, this territory. U.S. We could offer this or one of these two. That maybe. Um, or maybe down here. Offer that to the U.S. Get them out of the Americas. I don't think I want them that close. I'd rather have them up here. That put them in conflict with Britain, which is beneficial to me. Especially if I'm going to be in conflict with them later on. Put that there. Get that boosted up by a lot. Nice. Only 5% of stall and 70% of success. And the rest of that is advanced, not debate. So probably going to get it soon. So that's good. Yeah, but I'm just looking around to see what we could do later on. I'll be live later on today, but I need to get off and do some stuff later, um, in a bit. So I'm gonna hop back on at probably around maybe like 3. Um, Probably sooner than that, honestly. I just wanna take a shower and do a workout. So I'll probably work out first and take a shower. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's like what's this? Well, it's cool. It used to be like every month. That was like a progress bar for each of these. Or not every month. I think it's like every one of these little bars filling up, but now it's like specific to the country. Panaquati. Cool. Nice. Looks like we're pretty profitable on a lot of our stuff other than the fertilizer plants. We'll probably have to see what that is about. Um, we don't want this to be too expensive though, but I think it's because it's not used enough. And why is that? Let's see. Well, it's probably because these are not being used enough, right? So the tools are expensive, right? So now these guys are not profitable. But if we, when we finish this, I would guess that our tooling workshops will be profitable. I don't know. I mean, it might take a second, but when they are built, we can probably cancel our. Maybe I can leave too. Let's try canceling our trade routes and see if we can leave. Because I think we can support our own um, economy now. We will have to find a new source of coal and no, not tools, but um, coal and engines. We just lost a lot of money from tariffs we are having, but let's see what they have for. I'm gonna attempt to get our trade route. No, we don't want it. I don't know. Like, because I don't necessarily want to have to trade with only Britain, but I don't want to have to like not make money or not make as much money. The good thing is we don't have to import tools, grain, iron. We don't have to do that before, but tools or grain, we don't have to import just coal and engines. I'll also do lead, um, just because we'll need it eventually. And I don't know. We don't have a source of it here, so that's fine. What the heck? Oh, this is almost done. The good thing about this is we don't need the tools and that for this one. When it launched, it wasn't like that, but they changed that, which is good. Because if you didn't have tools and you needed to produce tools, like how the fuck would you do that? Well, you would have to, I guess, you could do that, but makes it easier not having to. I think I'm gonna go take a shower, do a workout, grab some coffee, and then I'll be back on live. I would say probably 1:30. I don't want to. I'm enjoying this live stream. So we're gonna go live at about 1:30. All right, peace out, guys. It's been a good one, and bye.